Great
नमस्कार
to see
लोकेश जी,
you. Yeah.
how are you? Fine sir, fine.
So आज की good news is that Lokesh is here and our topic for the day is international business and Lokesh is an authority on international business.
Oh great.
पिछली दफा
I'll
मैंने
be
जब
benefited. I will be benefited by it.
पिछली दफा जब मैंने लोकेश जी को सुना था उस टाइम पर ये केवल मनन करते थे, अब ये लेखन भी करते हैं. So he is an author now. So we would love to listen from him about the about the book that he's just recently published. So that this was the good part of it, and the not so good part of it is that I think this is the 151st CEO talk. With the kind of attendance that we have, I think we will be rethinking about either the CEO format or the frequency of CEO talks so that we are able to do justice to this. Because इतने दिग्गज लोगों को इकट्ठा कर अगर हम मात्र 5 लोग इकट्ठे हो रहे हैं तो मजा नहीं आएगा. Nonetheless, so Lokesh, thanks for coming in. एक दफा इंट्रोडक्शन सबकी हो जाए. आप शायद रविंद्र जी को पहली दफा मिल रहे होंगे, सतीश जी को पहली दफा मिलेंगे, सुधा जी को पहली दफा मिलेंगे.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello.
So Lokesh, he is the president of Federation of Buying Agents. Okay, and he runs a buying house himself. All right. He has an office in New York and New Delhi. ये सिर्फ पुरानी चीजों में बिलीव नहीं करते, केवल न्यू होनी चाहिए. तो न्यूयॉर्क है और न्यू दिल्ली है. इसके अलावा और भी नया रायपुर आएगा तो वहां पर भी शायद कुछ करेंगे, पुराने रायपुर में कुछ नहीं करेंगे ये.
चलिए तो फिर दिल्ली भी है अपना, न्यू दिल्ली तो है.
हाँ तो न्यू दिल्ली में तो है ही है ना ये. हाँ जी लोकेश प्लीज. तो आज हम थोड़ी इनफॉर्मल टाइप की ही कन्वर्सेशन कर लेंगे. But I promise you कि even these 6 people or 5 people are worth your time.
Atul, I don't actually count the people, I count the quality.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. हाँ जी.
You will announce the introduction and everybody will be giving it, or I should start?
So I just introduced you. So let us, all of us, let us please introduce ourselves.
Why not to go on the same format, Atulji? At last, we all, because we are promising people, we will not leave and go at the last. So let us listen. We are excited. At least I am excited to hear about the.
See, ऐसा ना कि उनको भी पता चल जाए आप किस इंडस्ट्री से हैं.
Okay.
Then he will be able to speak accordingly, na?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I am R.K. Mishra, having 40 years of experience in telecom domain, and retired from Government of India as Additional Secretary from TRI, DOT, and all the PSUs, be it MTNL. I have been board of directors of at least 3 PSUs of telecom, and I was in ministry nodal officer for the PSUs also. In TRI, I was enforcement head, and office in Delhi, Barakhamba Road, World Trade Center. My company name is SAM Corporate Advisors. Thank you.
What do you do currently, sir?
I am at present heading that SAM Corporate Advisor as a consultant in telecom domain, where I mainly do the regulatory compliances for all the licenses. All I cannot say, there are 5-6 licenses are there. They have got their brigade of regulatory team for the compliance, but there are beyond that, everybody needs a part-time consultant, and I take care of them. They cannot afford to, the other companies, they cannot afford to have their.
They have coined a very interesting term, which is called Government Affairs as a Service. So GAAS.
Yeah, so that is our forte. That any government department, apart from the telecom, many department, MEA, I look into the customs, not clearance, custom disputes when comes and it goes to the enforcement and the legal battle. There I support in making the proper defense for the client.
Argument.
Then other financial institutions, maybe the income tax or anywhere, where though I am not a chartered accountant, but I prepare the ground where institutional only I take care, and not the individual.
Yeah.
Only institutions, and their requirements are totally different.
Interesting, sir. Nice to know you.
Yeah, great. मनीष जी आप भी प्लीज इंट्रोड्यूस कर दें.
हाँ जी, गुड मॉर्निंग. मेरा नाम मनीष है. बाय प्रोफेशन आई एम चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट और मैं बिजनेस एंड टैक्स कंसल्टेंसी करता हूँ. तो एनी काइंड ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम और डिस्प्यूट यू हैव द टैक्स विद द टैक्स डिपार्टमेंट, आई एम हियर टू सॉल्व इट एंड आई हैव ऑफिस इन साउथ एक्स. थैंक यू.
And the good piece is the first ever the road ahead event that we did in Delhi, which was in 2017. Both Manish and Lokesh were there.
Wow.
Yeah. Satish, please.
Yes, good morning. I'm Satish Khubchandani. We are into manufacturing of hygiene products like disinfectants, sanitizers, and a lot of cleaning products. And we are also into e-commerce of gift articles, selling it export worldwide. I'm looking at establishing export business. That is my next venture which I am into. We are also building a platform on webinars, creating a platform for entrepreneurs and talent and everyone for hosting webinars and courses and professionals. So I can introduce myself as a serial entrepreneur, and doing business is my passion. I love it. That's who I am. And really welcome, Lokesh.
Satish, you might want to say which city are you from?
I'm from Mumbai.
Yeah.
I'm from Mumbai.
Yeah.
I'm based in Mumbai.
Yeah.
Thank you, Atul.
Thanks.
Thank you for this.
Yeah. Sudha ji,
Thank you,
can you
Satish.
please
Nice to
introduce
meet you.
yourself? Sudha ji.
Hello.
Yeah, Sudha ji, please introduce yourself.
Namaste
Yeah.
everybody. My name is
Namaste.
Sudha Shetty. मेरा बिजनेस का नाम है मनस्वी फूड करके. मैं सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट होम अफेयर्स में थी. उसके बाद तब से ही मैं चर्चगेट साइड में बिजनेस करती थी. और अभी एग्जीबिशन है सिंगापुर में. हमारा एग्जीबिशन हम मॉरिशस सिंगापुर सब लगा चुके थे. अभी वर्चुअल एग्जीबिशन है सितंबर एंड से अक्टूबर तक 10 days. Thank you.
And what business do you do, Sudha ji? Where are you?
She's
We
in
are from
Mumbai.
Vasai. Yeah, manufacturing spices, sir.
Spices, okay.
Wow. Very good
Thank
field.
you. Okay.
Ramesh ji, Ramesh Fatnani, please introduce yourself.
I'm dealing in import licenses from Mumbai.
Great. Yeah, thanks. हाँ जी, Lokesh ji.
So I am Lokesh Parashar, running a buying agency for last 20 plus years, export firm. The last two new businesses have been payment recovery at international level, with 52 plus countries having our network of recovery lawyers, legal fraternity. So we are handling 27 cases international law from exporters of India, Bangladesh, Hong Kong, China, and buyers sitting in UK, US, Africa. So that is something which has come up new. It came in March. And the fourth passion is now writing books. So my first book is on Amazon now. It's on the international business. How do you create a business for yourself? How do you conduct yourself? How do you interact with the people or buyer or supplier or maybe the people who are managing your export business? What skills they should be having? So that's all about, and that was the reason Atul called me today that let's talk about the book because it's on international business.
Wow.
Yeah. Also, please tell us something more about the Federation of Buying Agents and
Yes, Federation
people who
is
are
the
interested in
unique
the international
platform.
business, how they can benefit.
Yes, definitely. So Federation is the only pan-India and pan-Asia actually the Buyers Council. We are all purchase managers, buying agencies, brand heads, category heads, sourcing offices, liaison offices, wherein anybody or the staff or the owner are responsible for the purchasing from India. We represent the customers from all over the world, and that is how our 500 plus agency membership, everybody is a buyer for themselves. But maybe somebody is managing one company as a liaison office, or maybe as an agent, they are managing 3 or 4 or 5 or maybe 10, 12 buyers. So that's the buyers council we created.
Great. Yeah. So tell us something about the current state of international business, especially in the post-COVID era. You'll need to unmute yourself, Lokesh.
There is some problem with the light. Okay. The current scenario in international business is just like everywhere. It is in chaos, but when the people are in chaos, there are opportunities also, because the supply chain is completely broken. There are certain factories in certain countries not able to perform. Even if they are able to perform, the buyer is not able to perform. If the supplier and buyer both are able to perform, the supply chain, the logistics is broken. If all the parts are there, the car is ready to drive, but there is no passenger. So consumer is not able to buy the product. So right now it is the survival of the smartest and survival of the fastest. The more you can sustain your business, the longer you can sustain your business. We don't see the international business getting normal probably by next Christmas. So the next to next Christmas, I would say 2021. So we still have 1.5 years of struggle ahead. The only thing you need to take care is you have to be on very, very focused on your resources, your market, and just be there when the buyer is actually there to give you the orders.
Awesome. So, like Satesh is talking about starting or venturing into exports now. So, what is your recommendation? How should somebody look at it? What could be some of the steps one should take?
You have to go in the well, not to the sea. So create a well for yourself, create one market for yourself. Don't look at, if you're into exports, every country is for you a market. But as currently, you cannot do that as with every country as a market. Find a niche for yourself, which country I should target, because your resources are very limited now. Whatever market you are focusing, at least for next 2 years, you will have to take baby steps and deeper investment into one country. That is what first take I'll give you. So all your homework on your, if you are working for sanitizers or disinfectants, which is a highly regulated body, if you're talking about developed nations, you have to also look at that aspect. So the first part would be which market is ready for me, where I can do, and then you start to backtrack your planning. Okay, if I'm targeting America, they have strictest norms. So what are the norms? Can I have that investment done to get all the regulations passed? No. Which is the next market then? So based on your pains and pleasure, your strength and weakness, and the target market, you start devising your strategy. And don't broaden yourself too much. Let's say you have a factory and you say, oh, India also has a big market. So now you are choosing, you're staying away from exports to an Indian market. So you stay at one market only. Otherwise, you'll be not doing anything for next 2 years.
Interesting. And what would be, say, the 5 steps of discovery that we should have?
One is your competition.
Okay.
First, I've told you already market, then your competition. As soon as you have your market available, then you look at the competition. Who are the real players? Do they have their own manufacturing? Are they exporting or are they importing? And after the market, then you should be able to look at your budget. That to penetrate that market, I know that market is there for me. I know that there is no competition. I can reach that market. I can sell in a product. What are the budgets you have to do that? Social media, traveling is not there, so it is an out of question right now. Otherwise, I would have told you to travel. But then, what is the other reach? Is social media, very good websites, selling online on different platforms in that country. For that also, again, you need to be very, very technology savvy. If you're in a business, nobody is looking at you as a new. Everybody is looking at you as an established person. So your social media, your websites, your social links are all have to be international standards. So I would say, and then of course after the resources or tools is the capital. How much capital do you have to invest? Because if you're talking about another 18 months with no business, so that means everything has to go away from you, not coming back. And then your plan B, what if something happens? So that's the last part I would say. What if I fail? Because the market is chaotic right now. So even if all your try, your market is good, your social media and all marketing tools are good, your pricing is also okay, your capital is also good, but you still aren't able to do the thing. So what will be your plan B? Because after 18 months, probably by 12 months to 18 months, things will start to open up, things will get back to normal. Will you be having resources to travel? Can you travel to the country to do the business, which will be a final plunge? That, okay, I am not successful sitting here only targeting people. Why don't I travel and create a network of people there? So last part will be the plan B.
All right. So just being the devil's advocate or on the other side of the table, how can we be more frugal in our ventures? Because right now, cash, even if we have cash, the situation or the time demands that we conserve the cash. So what
Exactly.
would be the most economical way of getting into international business?
So I can give you a disclaimer. I just told you the plan for people who are starting a business.
Right.
But if you already have a business where you are earning money, where the revenue coming in, please focus on that business. Do not start anything new. Because that baby needs more attention now rather than creating a new baby or delivering a new baby. This is not the time to deliver a new baby. If you don't have a family, if you only husband, wife, and you do need a baby, then it is for you, okay, because you have the resources for the first baby. But if you already have a business, it doesn't make sense to have another one.
Awesome. Any other questions from the audience?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I?
Yeah, please.
Yes, Mr. Lokesh, really very valuable advice about what you said about, exporting, finding out from different countries and their regulations and all. And what I am up to right now is gift articles in those markets, not hygiene products. Hygiene products I'm concentrating in India. I have a unit which is working. There is a certain level of business which is there, and so that business is growing as per the structure set out. And I'm really passionate about building a worldwide network. So I'm using the e-commerce sites right now. And the only challenge is that the volumes are very low. Like if I'm exporting to USA, the quantities going are very low. So I was looking at, since I'm already buying these items and I'm selling it, if I can also get into exports and export the big quantities of that. That is the avenue I'm looking at right now. So could you guide me as how to go about that, or should I go about it like what you said is very valuable? This is not the time to spread. This is the time to consolidate. So I really get that very powerfully. So thank you for that. What should be my next step on this?
So I'll have to ask you a couple of questions because I can't just give you a generic advice, which could be disaster for your business. Are you a manufacturer for gift articles, or are you just a trader?
I'm a trader. I have a source. I source the small manufacturers who don't have an infrastructure of marketing. So we take it from them. We give them the finances. They make it for us and give, or we buy it directly from them. So our
And
connections are good at that.
is it the other way around? Is it custom made as per the order, or you have a product you sell and then you give them the order?
It's custom made. Like certain products, I get it made, like, in a certain unique items, and most of them are which are already selling in the market. I find out through research what is selling, and then I procure that and I sell that. So both the
Is your
things.
market more of a B2B or B2C, like on-site Amazon or e-commerce players, or?
I'm more on B2C. So what I'm experiencing on B2B is that the margins are very thin, and though the volumes are high, but margins are thin. The involvement of finances is high. The rotation of money is there, of course, but I prefer B2C now. I'm looking at a B2C network.
So I would advise you to stick to B2C. This is the future.
Sorry?
I would advise you to focus on B2C. That is the future. Now,
Thank
the
you.
challenge you are asking about is low quantities or orders not picking up. That is somewhere your process is not right. You are not able to showcase yourself on the consumer because B2C is very lucrative. B2C is also good margin, but then it's a very stiff competition of competing among other people as well who are really good at their jobs. If you talk about the Flipkart, eBay, or Amazon, or globally all other e-commerce players, the product listing, the science behind putting your product in front, the live videos, the knowledge of PPC, pay-per-click, all these things are the entire operation. Just like a movie you see, the movie is not about an actor, an actress, or a director. There are probably 1,500 more people who work behind a movie. So what you're doing is short enough for you. That is why you're having a challenge in B2C. Otherwise, that is the future right now. You should focus on that. If you're using Amazon, please use Amazon University. Please take out at least an hour every day to learn how to sell on Amazon. Where there are various webinars, there are various YouTube channels, there are Amazon University is an amazing resource you have. Get attached to the Amazon sellers. E-commerce sellers across the world are helping e-commerce sellers with their challenges. That's a very unique perspective I will give you. Way back when this trade was happening, traditional trade used to happen. All the trade or business people, and still there are certain industries who do that. They will form a group and they will do a collective buying. They will be going together to buy from some place. They will eat together. They will sleep together in one hotel. They will be talking and all those things. And anywhere somebody is finding a challenge, they will help them. That business was taken a backseat when the competition happened, retail happened, global chains started opening up. People did not help each other in business. That trend is back in the e-commerce industry. So any Amazon seller, you can have hundreds of Amazon seller groups in India and across on Facebook. You will find out. Just be there and see how people are operating. Any challenge you have, post it there. I am not able to do this. You will see 15, 20 people helping you, and they're all your competitors. They're all Amazon sellers. It is the sellers helping sellers community. I'm talking about e-commerce. So your limitation of knowledge is actually bringing you back, or I would say pushing you back in your sales. It could be a photography. It could be the kind of social media marketing you require for a product. It could be your Amazon Live. Right now, the product who really are making money, they are having their own brands. And once you have your own brand registry done, then you can have Amazon Live. Right now, everybody would like, as you can see, and I don't know how much you will agree, content is the key to the market now. So how much of content have you created on your product? You don't have to sell the product. You have to just tell about the product.
Wow. Awesome.
I hope I could satisfy you.
Yes, very much. Thank you so much. Very valuable.
Yeah, so instead of expanding the category to sanitizers, because everybody says, oh, they can sell well, everybody is selling sanitizers. So why don't you focus on your core product which you have been selling? You made money. When you made money, maybe small, maybe big, so that's your strength. Spend time on those products. As I said, you already have a business. You already have your supply chain established. Focus on that and create yourself on a better platform for more sales.
Thank you, Mr. Lokesh. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Any other questions?
I think it is not a question, just an observation, an endorsement of what he said. I think it's something which we totally ignore. We more concentrate on the sale, turn around, ke hone raha, but we don't, develop our own skill set. And I totally agree with that.
Yep. Yeah, I personally think these are times when we need to go back to the fundamentals.
Right. And
When
we need to have a lot of...
When the market is going great, at that time you can be more risky. You can indulge in things which have not been tried and tested. These are times when you need to stick to the fundamental basics.
Yeah.
I agree.
Right.
Lokesh, I have one question.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you have explained about the export or import of goods, so may I know कि what is the possibility of the export of service from India to outside world?
Humongous. Humongous. Any Amazon seller or e-commerce seller across international market, they are not traditional business owners. They do not have traditional big offices or corporate offices. They are slogging like you and me in the business or in the offices. Most of these sellers, e-commerce sellers, are actually working in some company, and they would be coming back for 1 or 2 hours, and they will set up their shop, an e-commerce store, whether it's Amazon, whether Walmart, whether it's eBay or Sears. There are 120 plus big companies like Amazon in US. So they are not traditional business owners, and they are the only one who's working full time. Except that every activity of the business is outsourced, whether it's accounting, whether it's chartered accountancy, whether it's managing your business, whether it's sales, whether it's your labeling, whether it's your packaging, whether it's your content writing, whether it's your product development. A to Z of the business is outsourced. So you will have to find a niche that what is in me as a chartered accountant. Can I help these people? What is the knowledge they would like to seek from me? And that you can only get when you get involved, get in that community, sit down there and talk to them. For example, I am helping Amazon sellers coming to India and sell the product. Now, if you want to be on Amazon India, there are certain rules and regulations that you are a chartered accountant, you will be able to know. You can't sell without an Indian company. But if a US citizen, how do I open my company? That's a challenge. So you need a partner, you need a local person here. Many chartered accountants are actually helping those Amazon sellers because there's a FEMA also involved because you are a foreign national. There will be investments coming into India. So I'm not talking about billions and millions of dollars of business, but even if a small Amazon seller wants to sell into India, he does have to have a FEMA. Now, getting a FEMA approval, a CA can charge 35,000, 50,000, maybe. I got quotation from chartered accountant for even 1 lakh rupees. Although it's absurd, but they think that it's a FEMA and they can get. I could get it over 5,000. But I'm just telling you, there are hundreds of services you can actually export, or you can give it to the international people who are wanting to come to India. The challenge is, are you there when they want you?
Agree, Lokesh. Yeah, thank you for information.
Any other questions?
So, I would like to just take off on what Mani said and what Parashar ji said. Your last comment was, are you there when they want, are you there when they want you? I mean, we are there all the time, but we don't know when they are there. That is the missing link. Sorry to,
So that is very specific. Why I told you a general thing is that when you talk to me a specific business, I can tell you where their buyers are. For example, if you're talking about Amazon sellers, if you talk about e-commerce sellers, every one of them are on Facebook.
I'm also an accountant like Manish. So just for the background.
So find out a lot of private label or FBA, which is called the fulfillment by Amazon, FBA groups or private label groups on Facebook. Look at who are the admins. Are they international people? Is it for Amazon India? Is it for Amazon Russia, Ukraine, Japan, US? There are thousands of groups on Facebook. Go into 1 or 2 of the Facebook, which are bigger groups, maybe 10,000 plus people, maybe 20,000 plus people as a group. Start delivering quality comment. Don't sell yourself, because spamming is not allowed in those groups. You just can't be posting every day, I am a chartered accountant, I can help you. I am a chartered accountant, I can help you. I am a chartered accountant, I can help you. No. You'll have to create a content. As I said, just tell. Just spread the knowledge. Don't sell. Even if you know something about FEMA, just reach out and say, oh, in India, you need a FEMA if you are an Amazon seller to sell into India. Just 2 lines of sentences. That's it. Any Amazon, anybody have found a challenge selling in Amazon India? That's it. Don't tell I can help. The moment you say, oh, I can help you sell on Amazon, you'll be barred. You only have to throw a challenge, and then people will start to discuss. There will be people who will be coming in private message to you. Oh, how do I do it? I want to do it. Can you help me? So that's how you take business from them. You have to be an expert authority on what you do. People want to work with experts. People want to listen to experts. The moment an expert starts to sell, he kills his business.
Very valuable.
I hope I could answer you. Sorry, sir, I didn't get your name.
This is
Yeah,
one
sorry,
of the
I'm-
best
Only with
tips
GS.
I could get in the business through the electronic platform. When we indicate to the people, we have to just tell what we know. We are not to tell, I want to help anybody. No, I think this is the biggest tip, that I have done this, I have done this, I want to do this, I want nothing. Perhaps we should re-customize our website or this one content.
Absolutely.
Because this is the take of me. I'm taking this. Wonderful.
Lokesh, tell us something more about not something more. Tell us about the book that you published and the plan, what you have for publishing further books. And what was your intention for publishing this book?
So during the great pause, when everybody was watching content, watching webinars, and when I travel to my US office every second month. So when I found this challenge that I can't go there at least for another year, how do I connect to my customers? How do I connect to my buyers? So one thing was that I started attending online meetings. There are hundreds of meetups. Internations went online. Meetup went online. These are the two things which I started right from March. At the Federation, we started our daily webinars. We are now 200 plus webinars as of today. That was the time when I was introduced to one of the Amazon seller who actually sells books. And he said, it's not a rocket science. I can teach you guys. And I just signed up. Immediately, I paid him $200. I said, I would like to know, because that is something which I see is the future, at least for next 2 years, that I can't, if I have to deliver something to my customers, how do I do it? I already had a lot of articles on my LinkedIn, so it was very easy for me. And that's how I learned how to write a book. Now I can teach how to write a book, even post it on the Amazon. It's a class I can always give to somebody else, because now I learned the way. I know how it is done, exactly what you need to do. So that was the process I followed. And why I did it, I told you, the content creators are the people who are going to earn money. The content consumers are the people who are going to pay money. So you have to decide whether you are a content creator, and I'm talking about not only content for a service, also content for a product. Even if you want to sell a product, you have to create content. Whether it could be a live video talking about your product, its usage, just like a TV shopping network. You see how these people they are in business for last, I think, 4 decades. All the TV shopping network companies, how have they been selling their product? Now, this is the future. You have to tell about your product, don't sell the product. So that was the reason of having this content as a book, that if my international customers wants to know me, why don't I tell them how they have to do their business in India, or at least any international market they are sourcing from. So the book is a general idea of the relationship which you need to take care, the cultural differences you might be facing. So getting you prepared to do a business with international level of person. It's a people to people business. Unless you gel with them properly, there's no business.
Lokeshji, can you write the name of book?
Yeah, I will put that in the chat.
I'm seeing it. I'm looking at it on Facebook, on Amazon right now. It's Golden Nuggets from
Yes,
Social.
Golden Nugget. Okay,
Yeah.
fine. That part I missed.
Series 1. So I
This
guess
is the first book.
Yeah, I guess
Second one is coming on September 8th. I have planned 10 books till my next birthday on June 28th. So there will be actually 11 books in total and 6 languages of India. So there will be 66 books in 1 year.
Wow,
Wow.
that's amazing.
Awesome. Do you think so many readers are there for everything, for such reading?
I don't know, but I have just taken my account. I watch it the Amazon account I have for my book. I can see it's just been 3 days and I have earned $15. So I don't look at numbers.
Yeah, obviously you're not looking at monetizing it. You are more looking to, as you said, you're not looking to sell the book, but
Exactly.
make a, yeah. Because if you, I mean, it's my Kindle
And
edition.
it's such an amazing journey. There is a program with Amazon also, which is the Kindle Select program. Even if somebody reads one page of my book, I get my royalty.
Wow. मैं अभी कर लेता हूँ ताकि आप I can help.
ये Kindle में हम अभी लॉगिन करके ले सकते हैं.
Yes. It's available on Kindle.
Okay.
So
Actually
yeah,
फ्री का जमाना है. फ्री का जमाना है. जो चीज फ्री में मिल जाए उसको जरूर ले लेना चाहिए.
Well,
और
on
valuable.
Kindle, if you're a monthly subscriber to Kindle, then you can read the book free.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if you are not on subscription, then you have to buy the book.
No, I
Right.
understand that part. There, we always get it because the children are there. All the children
Yes.
are members, so they favor me by giving it. मैं तो
I would add there, please read something. Please read some books. If you are a business owner, that is the biggest mistake Indian business owners are doing. They don't read. They don't read any book.
Is it?
And they think that we don't have time.
No,
So,
no, no. This is your observation, or this is your this is observation.
My recommendation based on my observation.
sir, this is a exception to the rule in the sense Mishra ji reads and maybe some other people also read, but generally you're right. I mean, we buy books, put it on the shelf, we don't read it. We don't end up reading it, you know.
When we are talking about businesses, we're talking about 1.3 billion people, and probably 40% of us are business owners, whether shopkeepers, whether they are kabadiwalas, or I would say any business you do, you are not doing a job. You don't read
Right.
books, not at all. We among ourselves, we might be having a majority today in the 6 or 8 people, but broadly speaking, not even 2% of the business owner community read books. And then they want to model themselves to be Tata, Birla, Mani, and Narayan Murthy. Have you
Correct.
seen those guys, how much books they have read so far?
Hmm. I understand. We don't put in the effort. We want the result. I agree with you. That's
Yeah. So that's my, I would say, takeaway from the great pause, that I have been a very voracious reader before, but with the new tools of Kindle and Audible and all those audiobooks also, I finished at least 4 books a month, which was my target for a long time. That how can I finish a book in 1 week? And that is something which I can do now whenever I'm doing cycling or anything which I have to stay away from my work. Is better to read a book.
right.
Awesome. Awesome. We've just got Chima Saab, welcome. So Chima Saab, he is the CMD of Chima Boilers, which is the 4th largest boiler manufacturing company in India. I'm sure there's a lot of export that they do. So Lokesh, if you could share something in this space, because that's a pure industrial product.
I can tell you, Atul, and welcome, Mr. Chima. When
Thank you,
you're
sir.
doing business, especially when you're international business, your relationship matters a lot.
Yeah, definitely, yes.
So my book is all about how you create a relationship to get ahead in the business.
So Chimaji, Lokesh is the president of Federation of Buying Agents in India.
Ji,
He is
ji,
an authority in the international business.
ji, ji.
Yeah. So in case you've got any specific question, you may do that.
Okay, I will call my person.
Yeah. Yeah. And we also see some more new faces. Navpreet and Rajiv, you want to ask some questions? And please introduce yourself and ask a question.
Yes, Lokesh, can you share your contact detail? And I am also writing a book on money and mind relationships. So now I have decided to finish it in 1 month, so I can publish it by 2nd October. Since last.
Yeah, definitely. I'll just post it.
So Lokesh, how about taking a quick workshop on writing book or your experience in publishing a book on Kindle? So we can maybe schedule it sometime next week, if that works for you, or if you are willing to do that. You got mute.
I am willing to do a small trailer of how I could do it. But if you really want to do it yourself, then you have to take a master class. I can teach you in couple of 6 classes would be enough for you. And of course, it has to be on a paid basis. And I can teach you how to write books and launch books on Amazon.
Perfect. So let us have a teaser, and then people can choose if they want to participate in the masterclass.
Sure.
That should be a good idea.
Yeah, take 2 weeks of time, promote it as much as possible. It should not be a short notice meeting.
Definitely,
because people might miss an important.
Absolutely.
webinar.
Yeah.
Atulji, my international marketing person is with me. He would have some questions.
Yeah, Sat Sri Akal ji. Anji, yeah, please.
Hello.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
The thing is, in fact, international business these days is there are various modes available to market a product. It could be online, it could be contacting through various directories and all those kinds of things. Because mediums like LinkedIn, Facebook, all those are available. I would say still having those mediums, even after having those mediums, there are still apprehensions in front of within certain customers while approaching the countries outside, where a presence is not there. So what would be your advice in that context?
You should have a team, since you are into a boiler business, which is a turnkey project business.
Yes.
All your projects will be not small ticket projects, they would be big ticket projects, and people will be looking at n number of options before they can find out and pinpoint you as a company. So you have to have your branding as an expert authority on boilers.
Right.
And that can only happen when you start to create content on the industry of boilers.
Right.
Maybe your team, maybe you can hire, most likely if you're a big organization, I would advise you to hire a professional team of social media marketers who can create content related to the boiler industry. People should be able to get your business by sharing your knowledge about boilers and your industry. It could be maybe a newsletter from your company about anything which can happen in boiler industry around the world. But that's a research somebody has to take. And that is where a freelancer should be hired for you, because those are the people who can really do it full time. It's not your job as a marketer. It's not your job as an owner. Let somebody else handle for you. The idea behind you establishing yourself as an expert authority on boilers from India is, how do you do it? Just not by saying we are the best, or this is my client list. Nobody wants to look at your client list. You want to project your client list, create a content related to the client you have, take permission from them that I would like to project you in one of my webinars, one of my newsletters, one of my Facebook videos, that how successfully you have been doing your business and you used our boilers.
Right.
So create a story. Each and every client is a success story for you because you have delivered to them.
Yes.
So based on those stories, you should be able to make small movies. There are n number of very cheap resources available, freelancers available who can create fantastic movies about your business. There are so much of images and videos available across. All you need to do is find the right person to do it for you. So you have maybe one story a week. So if you have 52 clients, you have 52 videos. Post it on your Facebook page, create a Facebook page, or the guy who's going to be doing it for you, they can, even you can make a community of boilers suppliers from India. Make a group of all the boiler manufacturers of the world.
Right.
And let everybody collaborate and talk something about boiler industry on the Facebook group. And then you always deliver something as a give, sharing knowledge of what challenge have you faced, how could this great pause has made you successful or stronger, what are the things you did in your business to manage your labor, because every boiler your competition has as a company, they're also facing same challenge. So once you start delivering as a leader, once you start delivering, guiding them as a source of light, your customers are watching you.
Yes. I believe you are saying, in fact, the right thing, creating content which could be visible across borders. That is what is important, right? So that's the punchline, I would say. And apart from that, as you said, I think SEM, search engine marketing and all, are one of the key tools these days. These also need to be used with the content that you said.
So now the marketing has gone beyond SEM, SEO. Earlier, people used to do SEM and SEO. Right now, the people who can create content for somebody to search.
Yes.
I'm talking a step beyond. You are not going to be spending money on SEO and SEM. Doesn't make any. There's nothing for you there now.
Right.
You will find n number of companies in a boiler industry. You might be knowing all the names of the world where you can supply, but
Right.
there's no rocket science. You want them to find you when they do an SEO or a search for a boiler company. So you
Right.
create content accordingly so that you are searchable.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You're right.
Anything
I hope
else?
Since
hope
I am a new person, I am totally new in this field, and I have also got international clients with me. So how to make me more visible on that? Because many country on regulatory issues, they want, they are in fact here in India, and many subsidiaries of them are also in India. But how to reach them? It is they find out through the word of mouth. But please let me know how to reach them. This one, some tips on that.
So your business and your profession is different than Mr. Cheema's because he has an industry. He can invest money to create a team for social media and marketing and all those things. For you, I will advise you to create nano videos for yourself. You learn how to do a nano video. It's not rocket science. One of my friend Ankur Hora, we brought him to our webinar also. How do you create smaller nano videos for your product or services? Start delivering those videos on your Facebook page or group. As I said, you can create a page or a group for yourself wherein you would like to target those people who are in the business like you. Maybe your clients or maybe your suppliers or maybe somebody from the industry like telecom or whatever, or advisory or government affairs. First of all,
can you just name that Mr. Hora's number? Can you put the Mr. Hora's number?
Yeah, I will. I don't have it right now. I will have to take it from the WhatsApp. So I posted my number. Please send me WhatsApp.
Right, right.
So what you do is you talk about how you have been able to solve problems in the last 40 years as an officer also, and now after your retirement, how have you been solving problems?
Great, great. It is exactly what you are telling is a part of my life, day-to-day life. This is the way when they first time interact, I brief them. But I want to put it in the suo moto on some way on electronic media, whichever the most suitable. And
so
some guidance is required for me.
Do it consistently and deliver what you have actually done.
In fact, I have got many anecdotes, many stories, and that only people hear and come to me. That is the only way they reach me. So I want to put it in a precise manner.
Ask any of your friends to come in and create a webinar with you and them talking about a common problem, devise certain questions, put it on Facebook Live on your group or page or your own profile, and then boost your videos to the targeted audience of the people. Send those videos to your potential clients. I spoke about this problem at one of the webinars we did, and maybe some of your questions might be answered.
Okay, mine 99% my people who have been I have served ever, they have come with the word of mouth only. Not a single have checked my website or anything. That is second part there, but website is there, everything is there, but not through that. It is all personal contact only they have come.
As I said, just tell about the things you do. Don't sell what you do.
Right. That is the second. That is the first takeaway for the day.
Atul, are we closing at 10:30? Oh, it's already 10:35.
Yeah, it is already
10:35. Yeah, we should be closing. Yeah. Anybody else? Let us take another 1 or 2 minutes. Any last questions before we wind up?
So I'll put the link to the book also in the chat.
Yeah, please do that. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, then, yeah. So, all right. So, thanks, Lokesh. This was really, really engaging and something which was touching the pain points, and you addressed that really well. So thanks, Lokesh. We look forward for this book publishing thing. We'll schedule one in some maybe a week or 10 days,
Sure.
and then we'll come back
Sure.
again. All right.
And once you create the content for the webinar, make sure that you are sharing the link of the book. I would appreciate if people can read the book. They will be able to relate to what I'm going to talk about when we are doing the webinar, a trailer webinar of how to write a book.
Definitely, yeah. All right.
Very valuable session today, Ji. Thank you, Lokesh Ji.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And I also
one-to-one. As if I'm having one-to-one with Lokesh Ji on my problems. Many things I have taken, but 2 things I discussed. Most of the things I have understood. So very nice, great. And Atul, thank you very much. Today's talk was only for me. Initially, I was feeling that it is again not for me. But of late, I felt that this is only directed to me only, because I am finding myself totally vacant on this particular subject.
So
and
this,
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
This is the 151st talk, and every talk has been for me. How beautiful.
Oh, great. Great.
And Lokesh has been here a number of times. Every time he's raised the bar.
Thank you. So, you're a great friend.
The talk that Lokesh has given, or the Lokesh that we see today, I've never seen this Lokesh earlier. And I promise you, 10 days later, when we again meet Lokesh, he will be a different Lokesh.
Thank you.
So that is the beauty of Lokesh. Yeah.
I hope you recorded the session, Atul.
Yes, I've recorded it. Yeah.
One personal question of Lokesh. One personal question to Lokesh.
Yeah.
What was your profession earlier?
I am a civil engineer by education.
Yeah.
And I did my engineering from Akola, Maharashtra. But within the first year, I could find out that this is not my industry. So I did my export diploma in 1994. And ever since, I've been in international market. So it's been, what, 27 years now? And I've seen the entire supply chain. I was a local supplier, struggled, then I became an exporter. Then I got bankrupt. I have been bankrupt thrice, once after marriage and twice before marriage. So I have seen the entire 0 to 100. And after 2003, I started giving services and not into exports. My export company is still there. So whatever we have done so far, that is all I'm going to put in the books.
So on the lighter note, you cannot attribute bankruptcy to marriage.
No.
Great.
सर हेलो अतुल जी
या हाँ जी सुधा जी
इनका नंबर लेके रखो हाँ लोकेश पार्शेकर का
मैम ये चैट बॉक्स है मैं नोट कर रहा हूँ मैं हेल्प कर दूंगा जब भी जरूरत पड़ेगी तो
राइट
क्योंकि मैं उनसे तुरंत इंटरेक्ट करने वाला हूँ कुछ चीजों में जब भी मौका मिलेगा उनके कन्वीनियंस से मैं इंटरेक्ट करने वाला हूँ क्योंकि मुझे बहुत कुछ समझ में आया है थोड़ा बहुत जो समझ में आया है उसको तुरंत इनकैश करना चाहता हूँ
चलिए ठीक है so let's wind it up
लोकेश जी thank you very much and रविंद्र जी आपका भी नंबर जरा शेयर कीजिएगा I would love to connect with you personally.
Okay, thank you. अतुल जी टाइम है कि मैं बाद में उनका नंबर कैसे
मैं आप दोनों का नंबर एक्सचेंज कर दूंगा
मैं लिख रहा हूँ अपना नंबर लिख रहा हूँ पहले
ठीक है जी हाँ जी प्लीज
एक सेकंड मुझे अलाउ कर दीजिए
All right. So meanwhile, we've got Navpreet. He's not introduced himself. Navpreet, if you can please introduce yourself. Navpreet, are you there?
All right, I think he's not there.
No worries. And Chimaji, anything else you would like to share? I hope the conversation was valuable for you and your team.
I think Navpreet was Mr. Chima's second hand जो आया था ना second man. I think वो थे वो.
No, I think Navpreet came before Mr. Chima.
All right, Atul, I am leaving now. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Lokesh. Yeah, bye.
Thank you, Ji.
Okay, bye. ठीक है जी. So let's wind up. It's been an awesome session. We'll meet tomorrow for Sizzling Sunday, and then we'll look at the future of CEO Talks. Okay, bye.
Thank you, Atul. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, bye.